Good afternoon, everybody. This is Dee Reinhardt with Illinois WorkNet, and we've got a webinar for you today for technical assistance for CYEP and CSYEP. And before we get started on demonstration things, Brandon, do you have anything that you need to share with everybody that's on the call right now? And you are muted in case you want to talk.
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. No, I don't, other than I just have still several emails to return from, I was gone for the last 9 days, so I just got back to work yesterday, so I'm trying to get back to people as soon as I can.
All right, sounds good. All right. Okey doke. Okay. I am going to pull up my screen here. I'm chatting with my programmer right now because right before the call, we were having issues for the new tool that I was trying to show you, so that I was going to be able to show you. And so I want to pull this over for you right now. So as you are aware, we've got our groups, and right now, if you are looking for your SYEP people, all you have to do is in your group, you have to click on the advanced search, scroll down to where it says program, and filter by CSYEP. And that will give you, and then click the search button. That will give you your list of just the CSYEP people. Right now, we have it broken down by group and group. We don't have a combined group of everybody. So that's that piece right there. Then once you are on a person's profile, I'm going to go back to the other group here. I'm going to find somebody here that is open. And we just got this pushed to production half an hour ago. So y'all will be happy now because we can actually flip people to the other program. And sorry that this took so long, but we moved and our VPN wasn't working and it was a whole technological nightmare, but now we've got it going. So on a customer's profile, if they have been enrolled and eligibility verified, that cannot be changed. If they are on the waiting list, or if they have the option, one of the other options that had been selected before, like maybe they declined to participate, but now you want to enroll them, you can pick the CSYEP and enroll them. But if they are already enrolled, you cannot change that. And then you can pick the date that you enrolled them. So maybe you actually made the switch on July 1st to the SYEP. You click save. The change is saved successfully. Refresh your page, and then it will show in the enrollment history. So there is my change, and it shows that I made the program change date on 7/1. I've got to have my programmer check on this update, but the update date should say the day that you actually did the change. So, but we know that we've got the enrollment as of 7/1 of this year. Okay, any questions from anybody about that? Let me pull my chat open. Let me find my chat. All right, and if you, Are we rolling them over now? So Veach is asking, Brandon Veach is asking, are we rolling them over now? If so, how do I start that? And I need access to the SYEP group, please. So Melissa, did I answer all of your questions? You should automatically, if you have access to CYEP, you should automatically have access to SYEP. So do you still have a question about that? Or did I answer that for you? Okay. Does anybody else have a question that I need to answer about this enrollment status? You can switch them from CYEP to SYEP, but you cannot change the fact that they are enrolled or not. If they have not ever been enrolled, you can then also enroll them. So M. Usher, did that answer your question? Okay. Any other questions about making this switch? And Brandon, was the money available as of July 1 for everybody?
The higher wages, you mean?
No, just the grant money, was it available for everybody as of July 1?
Well, that's what I'm checking with Carrie on. The official start date was June 1st, actually, for the SYEP. So
okay. All right.
that's
So
what
then,
I'm trying to get cleared up with Carrie Reuter. I've got a question into her.
okay. So do you want everybody to wait on the date change before until you get confirmation?
Well, I mean, if they're new youth, then they would have to go into the new program.
In CSYEP, yes.
Right. But as far as if they're thinking about what date to roll them over, and it's in June, well, June would be the only big question month, because that's June's the big question right now because it's an overlap.
But they could very safely roll them as of July 1 if they
Oh,
want.
definitely.
Okay. All right. All right. That answers for me then. Okay. Now, additionally on this customer, under the assessments, we have the Worksite evaluation and the self-evaluation in test. And I hope to have them both to production by tomorrow. I noticed some text changes that I need my programmer to make for me. So to do the Worksite evaluation, you click on New Evaluation. Cross your fingers, everybody, because this was giving me a code error 15 minutes ago. Oh, yes. Okay. So now this is good, and we're going to search for the employer or add a new employer. And I'm just going to pick one here. And the customer job title was retail. I'm just picking stuff here. Work start date was 4/16. Work site end date is going to be June 30. And we're going to save that job data. And I am going to fill this out on behalf of the supervisor. So we're going to skip step 3. And we're going to mark whether this is an initial evaluation or a final. So this would have been the initial one that you need to do at the first 30 days. And then we're going to finish. And the evaluation is super simple. You're just going to pick whether you are entering the evaluation from the employer or whether you are the evaluator. And you can send an email link to the evaluator for this. I have to make sure that that function is working. And then they just have to click on here. If they aren't sure about what the evaluation is, then they can click on the info bubble to read what the level is, and then they can fill in each of the pieces. And so I'm just going to give this person all 3s just to make it easier. I'm not going to put any notes in, and then I'm going to preview this, and it gives me a response, and you can print the worksite evaluation and or you can save the worksite evaluation. If you need to edit it, it takes you back to the evaluation so that you can make some of the changes. I'll show you what a couple of the pieces are here. If we make some changes, you'll see different colors based on the evaluation for the level that they received on their evaluation. All right, any questions about the worksite evaluation? All right, I'm going to jump out of this one now. So I'm going to save the worksite evaluation. I'm going to return to the customer profile. Part of, I have to have that fixed. I got to write myself a note, hang on. All right, then on here, to have them do the self-evaluation, you can help them take the evaluation or they can take it on their own. Now what I have to do is I have to have my programmer change some of the words right here, and we have to change we have to change this because it referenced employer, and this would be the navigator or the career coach. And so it's the same process. The info bubbles have a little bit easier language geared toward youth. And so then they can finish this. And eventually, now that we have both of these up, what we're going to do is we're going to compare the initial self-evaluation to an initial worksite evaluation and to a final worksite evaluation. So there will be a report, hopefully next week, that we can do these comparisons for you. Now, if you want to have the youth complete this on paper or the employer, let me get to our partner page. Under the full list of resources, we have a paper evaluation. Where did I put them? Right here, we have a paper version of the self-evaluation of the essential employability skills, and we have the worksite evaluation. If you're going to have an employer complete it, they can just do it by email. If you send them the link, they can fill all of this out, or else you can have them fill it out and then you can input it for them. And then additionally, we have the, I have to fix that. For the self-evaluation, we have this that the youth can fill out, and it's got the descriptions below. The, okay, so let's see here. Leora asked the question first. This would just be for new placements in SYEP. Yes, you could have your older CYEP people do it, but it was designed for SYEP. And then Yancy asks, does the youth have access to the overall pages as the coordinator does? They do, but it's different. And so if you are looking at, let me find my page. All All right, so I'm going to pull this over. This is me. Oh, quick, quick, quick. So in my dashboard, for me, my own dashboard, under my assessments, it may still need to be added here, but there will be a line here for the self-evaluation. And so the assessments that the participant sees is in a different location, but you can also access them from the assessments right here. So we need to get it added in there, but they will, yes, be able to see them from their profile. Youth who were carried over from CYEP to SYEP. Brandon, that's a question for you. Youth who are carried over from CYEP to SYEP, do they need the self-evaluation?
Yes, they do. I've got a few emails about that.
Okay.
Anyone who does SYEP will have to do, even if they're rolled over from CYEP, they'll have to do the new requirements.
Okay. And Kenyatta, this will, we're testing them today. They were supposed to be out right before our office moved, and because of all the internet hubble-baloo, we didn't get it put to production. So I hope to have everything fixed by Friday of this week for sure. But you will be able to access the self-evaluation and help them fill it out. You can always have them complete a paper copy and then just upload the paper copy to the customer's upload profile, upload page on their profile, or you can complete it for them if you want to do that in the tool once it's live. So
Okay,
Kenyatta, did that answer your question?
I actually have another question. I was looking for it on my page and I was unable to find it. I'm not sure where.
It's on test right now.
Oh, okay, okay.
Well, I'll send a message to Brandon for him to send it out to everybody so that you all know that it's up and in production.
Okay.
All right. Okie doke. Any other questions about the self-evaluation or the worksite evaluation? Any questions about moving people from CYEP to SYEP? All right. You go ahead and type or ask. I'm going to pull the attendance back up. Did anybody get here from Angel of God, Alternative Schools Network? I see Jim Bell. And Jim, I'm going to fix your schools. I don't know if you got
Angel of God is in.
Angel of God is here?
Yes.
All right. Anybody from African American Christian Foundation? Austin People's Action Center, Boys and Girls Chicago.
Here.
Whoops, you said here. Okay. Centers for New Horizon. Homework Hangout. JCFS. I thought I saw somebody from JCFS. Leadership Development Institute. Brandon, are they still in the project?
Yes.
All right, Project Oz, Public Image Partnership, St. Sabina.
Yes, Phil Hunter.
From where?
Phil Hunter from St. Sabina.
Okay, thank you. UCAN, Universal Family Connection, West Side Health Authority, Peoria Public Schools, Rockford Park District, Urbana Neighborhood Connection Center. All right. Okay, everybody, I'm going to end the recording. If nobody else has any questions for everybody, I'm going to end the recording. We'll get this posted as soon as possible. I need to post last week's webinar. There was a glitch with that page too. When one thing is bad technologically, it seems like everything is bad technologically. So thankfully the webinar is working.
So Dee, sorry,
Yeah.
this is Leora from JCFS. I think I understand this, so sorry to belabor the point, but it sounds like the new worksite evaluation only needs to be for customers who got a placement in CSYEP, but all customers, even those who are being carried over, would need the self-evaluation.
No, that's not correct.
No, sorry. Okay.
Everybody that carries over needs the self-evaluation, and everybody needs at least one, if not two, worksite evaluations. You need one at the 30-day mark and then one at the end of the 90-day mark.
So if they already had one in CYEP, they wouldn't need an additional one, or they would need the 90-day one.
For a worksite evaluation, they
For
need
a worksite evaluation, yeah.
they need an end one. They need one for the beginning of their work, and then they need one at the end.
Okay. But if they had been working for a while in CYEP and already had that 30-day worksite evaluation,
Then they
would they
only
need
90.
the 90? Okay, that makes sense. Thank you.
For sure. Natasha Brown's asking if there are any of the agencies that work in the back of the yards and or Lawndale. So do any of you work in either of those neighborhoods in Chicago? I can't think of anybody that's in those specifically, because the one agency that I know works in that area is not in this program.
I think UCAN works in Lawndale, but I'm not sure for this program.
Okay. Yes, Anthony, I already talked about the switch tool for CYEP and SYEP. So you can watch the recording. And I've also updated the instructions, so you can read those too. Megan says that Phalanx works all over Cook County. And Melissa Veach from Aunt Martha says they service youth all over Cook County. And it looks like Boys and Girls Clubs of Chicago also covers that neighborhood. So Natasha, there's a couple of agencies for you to make referrals to, I'm thinking. Asian Human Services also covers Cook County. Good thing I know Demira's last name. All right. All right. Anybody else have any other questions for the good of the cause? All right. Stay cool. We will talk to you on the 21st. Please, if you've got any questions, you know you can email me or give me a call, and we'll talk soon. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Thank you.